Hey, what's up folks? This is Russ, also known as RKSlade, coming at you with some more Fortnite Battle Royale gameplay. Today is an interesting one because I actually jumped online, was live streaming to YouTube to try and just do some daily challenges, not even worrying about winning, although I'd be happy to have a win. But here you can see I placed top 6 in squads. That's not too hard to do, but I did it in solo. And here is actually the video clip of that. If you look there, you can see that I am the last person remaining, and I've killed absolutely 0 people, which was kind of cool because the last person to die died in the storm, and I got that, definitely got the number 1 place, but I got the top 6 challenge filled. So this is immediately after that. You see the screen. I have collected the XP for that, and what I was also doing was trying to outlive 150 opponents in squad mode. You can see under the matchmaking there that I am in squad mode, and I have it set to no field, so it means I'm doing this solo, which is interesting because I can hardly win a solo game by myself, let alone win a squad game by myself. So I'm attempting to basically just go out and get about 41 more opponents to outlive. So I'm just going to drop in the edge of the map and see if I can outlive a little over 40 more folks. Now the win is not paramount to me, but obviously, like this last match that I played, you see I won the game by just kind of sitting on the outskirts of the circles and hiding in the bush. But so I'm going to try to do that again, and so you see the bus coming in kind of from a northwest to southeast line. And so what I'm going to do is shoot up to the northeast, decide to head up over there by Tomato Town and past the Wailing Wood. And I see that I've got company, so I decided to just go ahead and push on all the way to the little wooden house fort. I'm not even really sure what you call this, but I hardly ever go here, and so I'm hoping that neither does anyone else. But I do know that whenever I do come here, there's a little bit of loot. There's a couple of chests to find. And so here we go. We're getting into the gameplay with the goal of living longer than 41 other people. There is someone else here with me, which did surprise me. Also somebody shooting. See, they just came in here. Now, I didn't get the person above me, but I did understand why this person just dropped right into the middle of a death and doom-filled situation. Maybe they just didn't realize I was sitting right there. But I should have shielded up earlier, but since I didn't, I came back around the corner. You can see on the mini-map, you know, I'm right on the edge of the island. This is up on the northeast part of the island. You can see the Wailing Woods. So I end up stalking this person. I've outlived about 40 people, so I know that I've pretty much got my daily challenge goal accomplished. And right now, I'm just going to have a little bit of fun with this person and basically just stand outside pretending like I am a raptor from Jurassic Park, and I'm just going to wait them out and hopefully feast upon them when they come out. I want their loot. You can see we're down now to 49 people, and I've really only seen those 2 people here. Haven't even pushed in towards the interior of the island yet. Checking the back side of the house there, just trying to make sure that, you know, this person isn't sneaking out somewhere. Now, they could have already snuck out the other side and headed away, but I still hear them, so I know they're still up there. And so I'm getting a little restless. We're heading close to the top 40 now, which means that I have more than accomplished my daily challenge goal, which was pretty exciting. So instead of just leaving early and getting the XP, I decided to just stick around and see if I could get this guy coming back. And I'm going to look back 2 or 3 more times just to check. I never saw this person, so I don't know whatever happened to them. And I decided to just get on the move. And so coming to these houses here, I was expecting them to be looted already, but again, we're so far away from kind of really where everybody jumped in early. This is the other side of the map. I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but I notice most of the games I play, if I ever jump early, it's just crazy, like traffic jam of people killing each other, especially if you go to the really populated areas. But if you just hang on the bus and just wait a little bit longer, wait till at least halfway through, you know, the bus's path. Then, you know, and you can kind of shoot out far away to the fringe of the island, and you know, you're guaranteed to, you know, make it into the top 50, 40 without ever really seeing anybody. Now, I was also doing assault rifle challenges. I'm trying to stay ahead of the circle here, so I picked up the green AR. That's why I didn't grab that chest a little bit earlier. Not enough time. In circle, hoping the circle kind of plays to where I'm at. It does in a sense, because it doesn't go on to the other side of the island, which would be really terrible. But I'm in the top 30 now. And this is an important part of my gameplay in this particular match, because I'm not killing people, so I need to get resources. So I have to farm, which is kind of a double-edged sword, because it's noisy and it draws attention to yourself. So you know, as I'm doing that, I'm hoping that nobody's just sitting up on the ridge, got me scoped or whatever. But fortunate here, little lag jump teleportation, as I like to say. It's kind of one of my secret weapons. Whenever I lag, I just pretend like I have teleportation. But we've got another chest here out in Anarchy Acres, kind of on the outskirts. Gonna grab that slurp juice. I took a second here to try and figure out, do I want to keep 5 bandages or 1 slurp? And I decided to go with the slurp because it will also give me some shield. But so we're pretty set up here. Gonna grab this ammo. Got 3 green weapons. I wish I had a little bit better than that, but beggars can't be choosers, as they say. And thankfully we are 2 shields and a slurp heavy, which is great, with full shield and full hit points. And so what I'm doing here is just kind of checking to make sure nobody's pushing in behind me. And I decide to just camp right here just for a minute, just to see what the circle does. And you can see there, it's, you know, it's not pushing too far away. By now it's small enough that the distance that I have to travel is not that far. I'm also in the top 15 now, with 13 other folks left, 14 including me. So this is kind of exciting. I've got some folks building out ahead of me, in front of me, and so I'm just now, as the circle is starting to move, I'm trying to decide which direction I want to go. So see them building up on the hill there. I decide to try and take my chances and head this way. I'm not heading too far to the right, but I'm going to use this hill as hopefully a visual deterrent to anybody that's on the other side over there. Just kind of make my way around here. And then we're going to check the top of the hill here and check and see what's going on. I keep running into the trees. For some reason I keep thinking that if I go right I'll get it into the circle, but then I remember the lake is out there and that's going to help me. So we're going to use this little depression here, this little valley of sorts, little gulch kind of that runs down to the river, and, the lake. And we're going to make our way now across some dangerous ground. Nobody took any shots at me here. I see the base there. That's my one big concern, but I know that there's folks elsewhere. We're in the top 12 now. And again, I've taken a little bit of damage. That was from the storm damage, just a few ticks of storm damage when I ran into a tree and got a little stuck. So anyways, you can hear my son in the background. He's having a good time playing with Legos, and he gets a little bit rowdy every now and then, which is totally fine because he's having a good time and he's occupied with something other than just looking at an iPad or a TV screen for hours. So he's in the other room playing with Spider-Man Legos. So here we go, crossing over the river, skirting the little edge of the lake there. I see folks, at least one person going into the base up there. I'm going to take my chance as we move into the top 10 here, hoping that this little area right here is low enough to block anyone's view of me running. Again, we're spiraling down to the south part of the circle, trying to use the hills as cover. I hear that, fear for my life, realize that it has nothing to do with me, thankfully. People are fighting up ahead of me. So there goes one person, and I'm just going to play the circle here and hope somebody runs out ahead of me. And I know they're right there, and there they are. Unfortunately, that person right there, that was my second kill. I didn't feel like I had time to grab any loot. I probably could have, and then, you know, use a slurp to heal up some. But I just didn't. If you've watched me play, and I'm telling you now, like, I am very mediocre. Possibly the world's most normal, okayest Fortnite player. I'm not spectacular, but I do spectacular things like win, which is pretty spectacular. And I'm a fan of winning, and I think it's pretty amazing when we do, and I have my fair share of wins. And so, but the way that I get there, it's not, you know, guns blazing, killing 12 people a match or 20 people a match. It's by trying to use my wits and stay hidden, and then facing off with people when I need to face off. And so that guy, unfortunately, just didn't check his surroundings, and so you gotta always be aware of even behind you when you're running in front of the storm or running away from the storm. So we've got a base to my left of the tree, a base to the right being built, and there are 5 people left, which means that I am solo, and so there's either 2 more squads or a squad and a couple solos, or me and 1 large squad. I'm pretty sure it's not that because of the way the bases are being built over there. You can hear the grenades being launched. I think people just don't even really know at this point that I'm over here, which is pretty cool. I've got this circle position locked down pretty well. Gonna go ahead and build up my base here. You guys know that RKSlade is not a prolific base builder, and so it's taken me probably a lot longer than it should, especially because of that. But a lot of folks that I watch on YouTube and Twitch, they just make it look so easy to build all these bases. I'm trying to go up 3 layers here. I want to be up really high. But it is a challenge. I'm on PlayStation, so the controls are a little bit clunky, but I'm getting the hang of it, and I'm getting better and better at this. There we go. Good jump. Now I'm set up pretty good. And I still have a little bit of resources left, but this is why I collected bricks earlier. Collected stone. Alright, so there's 2 in front of me for sure. There's only 4 people left, so that means that's those 2 plus me plus 1 other person, and I'm not sure where the other person is. My guess is that it's out there to the front, and that is confirmed because these guys start exploding the other guy. I take the opportunity while they're distracted to put 1 down. I knock him down. And he is trying to make his way to cover there. His teammate is trying to provide coverage. And so pretty much he decides to push, and let's see how this plays out. I'm taking shots. Take a little time. Not going very well for me. Get off my lawn. But I turn it around. Well played. Shot to the kneecap. So we see there that I have eliminated the guy that I knocked out because he has nobody to revive him. And then I killed the guy with the shotgun who pushed. So kills 3 and 4 to give me that squad victory, although I was solo. That's a pretty big accomplishment for me. I always see people talking about, but anyways, big win for me. Thanks for watching, thanks for commenting, liking, and hitting that subscribe button. Really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video.